But this is a place for us to really talk about like what is it you really want and what would it take to financially get there, to live the lifestyle that you have imagined, not the one that you're currently in today. Welcome to Moms Making Dough. I'm your host, Kendra Hewitt. And today I wanted to just share a little bit about where Moms Making Dough came from. So, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had a business since I've been 21 years old. I currently have multiple 6 and 7 figure revenue generating businesses and that I own and operate both alone and with my husband, who's my partner in several of them. And I have always been a student of, like I like to say, the school of hard knocks. I am not traditionally business trained. I didn't go to Harvard, even though I hail from Boston, um, and or any of the other very prestigious schools that surround me. And the reason that I share that is that I think that we are living in a time where there is more opportunity than ever for people and women specifically to build businesses without following this very traditional path. So whether you are a serial entrepreneur like me, a high-level executive, and or maybe you're just starting from scratch, maybe you're a CEO of your home. A lot of women these days are running all of the finances. And regardless, you are a working mom and you are looking to have a different conversation and possibly relationship with money. This is the place for you. And Moms Making Dough was created so we can have these conversations, both with myself, with you, and our listeners, and as well as dynamic get and inspiring guests that I'll be bringing on. And why I wanted to start this podcast is because I realize is that our relationship with money is constantly evolving. Sometimes it needs healing, sometimes it needs building, sometimes it needs strengthening, sometimes it needs just a little bit of a correction. And this is a place for us to have those conversations, to learn some new skills, equip you with resources, and inspire you, like I said, with dynamic guests, as well as information that can possibly completely not only change, heal, but also rebuild your relationship with money. And I find that money is a topic that is very taboo for some people. Some people just avoid it completely and they don't want to talk about it, but it is also one of the biggest sources of pain and also fear. So I want to change that dynamic, change that conversation from one of fear to actually put what I like to say is a different F word, fun into the conversation. So one of the a couple of things we talk about is what the I like to refer to as the 4 pillars of money. And that is how you make money. Making money is an opportunity. In as like I said before, as a female today, you have less barrier to entry than ever before to actually make and or grow your career. The second thing that we talk about is how you manage your money. I always like to say you are your own best money manager, and you need to have specific skill sets before you start to hire other people to manage your money for you. A lot of us, myself included, learn this the hard way, unfortunately. And this is a place where we can talk about like management strategies, everything from managing overhead if you own a business to even your home resources. And then we talk about how are you going to multiply your resources. Multiplying is when we talk about the growth and making your money work as hard for you as you once did for it. This is where we talk about types of investments, investment strategies, and just ultimately growing your nest egg. Whether, like I said, that's in through a business, through a career, or just at CE as the CEO of the home, the management and how you can put it into things, different vehicles for growth based on where you are at in your current life. And then finally, we talk about the maximization of money. So, this is about building the lifestyle of your dreams instead of talking about it. I find that all of us are often taught not to want more than what we already have, to be grateful for what they have. What we have. And I find that I'm very grateful, and most people I work with are. But this is a place for us to really talk about, like, what is it you really want and what would it take to financially get there, to live the lifestyle that you have imagined, not the one that you're currently in today. Because let's face it, the lifestyle you have today, the person, the skills, the mindset you have today is not going to get you to the place that you want to be in a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And that ultimately brings us to the real foundation of everything we're going to talk about here at Mums Making Dough, which is the mindset. Your money mindset. What I like to call is really we look at building what we refer to as the money map. And the money map is looking at what you currently believe about your financial situation, good, bad, and the ugly, and then making a plan with very specific checkpoints along the way, but first identifying really where you are at in your finances in this day and age, whether it be in your actual business, whether it be in your career, or whether, like I said, it's just within the home or in the period of life you're in. And especially when you're a mom, you go through phases, just like you go through phases with childhood development, you go through phases of your money. Sometimes you are in a really good, abundant phase where you're just spending the fruits of your labor. But other times, it's where you have to be more in a saving mode or a planning mode for things like college and your children's future, and most of all, your future. And Mums Making a Dough is a place where we can really start to have these conversations. Like I said, we can build relationship with money, we can heal relationship with money, and we can also plant seeds for what you want the future relationship with your money to look like.